Hello everyone, today we're going to be showing you Lucas's toddler activities. He is 2 years old and a lot of you guys have asked to know more about toddler activities, and I'm going to be recording more of these videos. I'm so excited because I just love recording Lucas. He loves doing these activities and it's so fun. It takes him about 15 minutes to do all of his activities and he absolutely loves it. All of the activities have intentionality behind them and they all meet particular goals. I can't wait to share with you what we have on the shelf today. Come along. On the top of the shelf, I have two books that I'm reading today. I'm reading this alphabet book, and this is going to be going over letter sounds, and it has these little pockets that he can open and see the pictures that corresponds with each letter. And it's a very fun, interactive book. I'll link it below in the description box if you're interested in it. The next book that I have is Animal Babies in Ponds and Rivers, and this is a beautiful book with realistic pictures of animals and their babies and information about them. And toddlers just love looking through this book. I'll link this one below in the description box as well. The next thing that I have on the shelf is flashcards. I go over different flashcards every day with my toddler, and I've talked about it in my other videos, and I'll link some of those below. Now we're going to go ahead and call Lucas over here and get started with the activities. Hi, Luke.
Hi.
Ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, go pick out your first activity from the shelf that you want to work with. Okay, go ahead and bring it here. The child takes one activity at a time and brings it to the table. So in this activity, the child is transferring dry beans from one container to the other. In this activity, I want the child to focus on hand-eye coordination. Focus on concentration so that they don't spill the beans. And it's okay if they spill a couple of beans, but it's just focusing on transferring the beans from one side to the other and having that focus and attention. Concentration skills is a skill that is going to be needed in every area in life. And so doing little activities like this is going to be beneficial. And if he drops any beans, he always wants to pick them up. It's just part of the activity, and he really wants things to be perfect. It's really important to teach children order. Order is something that you also will need in all areas of life. And so here he is transferring beans from one side to the other, and he's going to do that till he gets to the end. Okay, and so when he's done, he puts his activity back on the shelf. It's all about order and teaching them to put things back. Then he's going to go to the next activity. Here he's picked some Unifix blocks. And I have put 4 different colors of Unifix blocks here. And he's going to be sorting them and putting them together according to color. Working with these Unifix blocks is going to help the child work on the skill of sorting. Sorting is a precursor to math, so it's very important to provide a lot of sorting activities for toddlers. The child is also going to be able to work on those fine motor skills, as it takes quite an effort to put these little blocks together, as they're small and they have to really push to put them together. So this is a great activity which is going to focus on sorting and also fine motor development. Once he is done, I'm going to be asking him the colors of the different blocks. So this activity is going to serve a third purpose. We're going to be going over the colors a few times. And then when he's done going over the colors with me, he's going to pick up the blocks and put them back in the little container. Again, we're teaching order and putting things back where they belong, back on the shelf. And then he's going to move on to the next activity, whichever he chooses. In this instance, he is choosing a little airplane activity. This is a Lego Duplo activity that is great for little hands. In this instance, he's going to be building this little airplane. Not only is he going to be working on his reasoning skills as he's putting this together almost as if it's a puzzle, but he is also working again on the fine motor development as he needs to work hard to put these together and push hard and use his hand strength, which is going to help him for writing later on. It takes memory. He's able to memorize where the pieces go. So he's also working on concentration as he has to really focus on staying focused and on task, and not start playing with the airplane, but actually just keep on building the airplane, which for a 2-year-old is quite a task. And sometimes pieces fall apart, and he needs to keep working to put them together. It takes concentration, it takes fine motor development, and also it takes reasoning skills as they remember where these pieces belong. This next activity is using miniature clothespins and a little container. And these little miniature clothespins, I will link below in the description box where I got similar ones. But basically, the child is going to grab the miniature clothespins. It's going to work on that fine motor development again as they have to squeeze to put it on the edge of the container. And this is a really great activity that's going to also require concentration. The next activity is working with sorting. Again, sorting is a precursor to math and is used in many mathematical concepts. In this case, the child is going to be sorting these squares and these little cubes into this recycled sour cream container. I've made some holes there at the top. One of them is a skinny hole and one of them is a much larger hole. And so it is self-correcting because the child cannot fit the larger piece into the small piece. So the child is able to sort these two pieces together. Again, the child is working on those fine motor skills as they are grabbing the little pieces and putting it through the container. And this is a really great activity and it's very easy to make. We hope that you enjoyed all of the activities that we had here for our 2-year-old. If you want to see more activities like this, please come back next week and don't forget to subscribe. I'm always posting toddler activities and educational activities for toddlers. Until next time, bye-bye.